Hi, my name is Layla, and this is Emmy, and welcome to my sixth Flosstube video, where I'm going to be sharing all the cross stitching I did in the last 2 weeks. And I think I had a pretty good 2 weeks of stitching. I had at least 2 days where I was off work, and I got in a lot of stitching, and I managed to fit it in on the days I'm working too, so I got a lot done. I've got 9 projects here to show you. Very exciting. So the first one, which I'm super happy to show because it's out of the frame, is Jelly World. Oh, I should show you. I'm getting ahead of myself here. This is the Haid 2025 Stitch Along, and I've chosen Jelly World. This is what it will look like when it's done. And this is what it looks like now. I just have, I think it's 2 and a teeny little partial, but I just think of that as 2 pages left to go. So I've definitely earned the other 11, 10, 9, whatever, the other charts in the SAL, and I should be on track unless something happens and I don't stitch on it at all to finish the whole piece and get my free Haid chart at the end of the year. This is 28 count even weave, stitch 2/1, half cross. So yeah, this next little section will fit in the frame and I'll just be able to get it done. Okay. And then, oh, I forgot to say, oh my gosh, I'm totally getting ahead of myself. This is what it looked like last time. You can see I was working that section above the empty section. So I got a whole lot done there. That is 7,148 half stitches, bringing me up to 86.25% done. There we go. I need to remember how to do this. The next project I worked on, well, the next things I brought out were my 5 projects for Taskmaster stitching. The first of which is Hoity Toity. This is what it will look like when it's done. This is what it looked like last time I showed you. And I got 2 stitching sessions on it for 2 episodes of Taskmaster, bringing it to this. And that is a difference of 367 stitches, bringing it up to 28.41%. Ooh, that's glary. And as you can see, basically making this whole little thing here. This is a 32 count linen, 2/2 full cross. My second Taskmaster project, oh, and that's by Long Dog Samplers. My second Taskmaster project is the 2020 Pandemic Sampler by Sarcy Girl. And this is what it looked like last time. And after 2 stitchy sessions, it looks like this. Let's see, that's not very bright. That is 379 stitches, bringing it up to 39.03%. And I finished this bird and I got to start on the roof. Those houses are big blocks of solid colors. It's going to be interesting, but I think doing it in little 1 to 200 chunks should work pretty well. So next time you see it, I'm probably just going to have a bunch more roof filled in, but we'll see. This again is a 32 count linen that I hand dyed, done 2/2 full cross. Okay. And the next project is Serengeti Giraffe by Ronnie Rowe Designs. This is what it looked like last time you saw it. And this is what it looks like now. I think most of what I filled in was a bunch of red, especially, well, kind of scattered all over, but especially in the tree there, in the background of the tree. Right in here. And that is 310 stitches, bringing it to 56.85%. This one, if I gave it some focus, probably wouldn't be too long to get to a finish. But for now, I'm just giving it 100 or 200 stitches a week. I think there's only 1 or 2. Oh, I better check my paper. Okay, so that's Serengeti Giraffe. Let's see, what am I talking about here? 2 episodes of Taskmaster left. One today, and then one in a week. And then I'll be done with Taskmaster stitching. I think they have Taskmaster on twice a year. Plus, there are back seasons I could watch. I've watched several seasons, but there are definitely a bunch in the middle that I haven't seen also. But I don't know if I'll keep doing it with an old season right away. I'll probably give myself a break and then either stitch with an old one or next time the season comes out. We'll see. And so the 4th Taskmaster project is Changing Seasons by Fox and Rabbit Design. This was the free stitch along a few years ago. This is what it looked like last time. I'm pretty sure I filled in border and more in there so that now it looks like this. And that is 340 stitches, bring it to 22.32%. Though if I finish this, I'm going to be leaving off the outer border, which is going to be a lot of stitches. This is, Serengeti Giraffe is 2/1 full cross on a 18 count Aida. And this is a 22 count hardanger that I hand dyed. It's a 1/1 full cross. And the last Taskmaster piece is Save the Stitches by Elizabeth Almond. It's a black work piece. And this is where it was last time I showed it. And this is where it's at now. So I fully finished filling in. Ooh, my pinky's not long enough. I finished filling in that block and got a good start on that one. And that is 662 back stitches. I don't know how they come up with so many different black work filler motifs. It's really cool looking. This is a 20 count even weave over 2. Okay, and that finishes my Taskmaster stitching. Then there were a couple times when I had, I don't remember what I was doing, but I had something I was waiting on. So I brought out my little stamped piece called Kitten Eats Fish. This is where it was last time. And with 343 stitches added, this is where it is now. Really don't know how well you can tell what the difference is, but I've added a fair bit. This is what it looks like on the back. So there's still a fair bit of fill-in, but we're getting there. And that brings it to 59.53%. This is a 16 count Aida 2/1. And then my next project is Nocturnal Messenger by Luthien Art Shop. This is one that I had a goal to get the piece to 10,000 stitches complete by the end of the year. So I brought that out and I completed that goal. I don't know offhand what it's actually at, but it's a little over 10,000 stitches complete. This is what it looked like last time. And I added on 1,727 stitches. So I got a fair bit more of that background and a bit of the raven added in. And that little bit over 10,000 stitches brings it to 33.51%. I think the whole project is 30,000 or so. I think it's like 100 wide by 300 stitches high. And this is a 28 count even weave, 1/1 full cross. Usually I do my full coverages 2/1 half stitch, but for whatever reason, maybe because it was small, I decided to do this one full cross. Okay. And then last but not least, I have a new start. I believe I mentioned that I was thinking of starting this last time, or a couple times ago, a couple videos ago. This is Autumn Montage by Janet Stever. It was charted by Pain Free Crafts. Unfortunately, they have been retired. This is a series of seasonal patterns. I already have summer started and I got one of its little sections done. So I've gone ahead and got a good start on autumn, and I am starting in that, oopsies. Uh-oh, that was a teaser. Um, in that little, I guess that's a maple leaf section. And here's how much of it I've done. And this was, yeah, I said I had a couple days off work. I just was going gung ho on this. This is a 28 count Monaco. I'm doing it 2/1 half cross. And this is 4,174 half stitches. And the piece is now at 2.81%. So I'll keep this one out. Uh-oh, how do I? Oh no. Really, I know how to use this. So I'll keep working on this one. And then once I finish this one little section, I will put it aside and get a start on the winter project. So happy with that one. Now, I know the recently the 2026 Haid Sal came out, and everyone's talking about whether they're going to do it or not. And I had been pretty clear that I was not going to sign up because Jelly World just took up so much of my stitching this year. It's like, I don't know, 80,000 stitches or something. And like I heard, other floss tubers say that could have gone into my other projects, which need the work. Um, and I saw the projects as they were coming out and being teased, and none of them really stood out to me being that exciting. It's more expensive this year. I think the first year was, well, I don't remember the first year because I didn't actually take part, but it was like $10. And then this year was $15. And now 2026 is going to be $20. Um, the prizes don't really appeal to me at all. There's some prizes that you get depending on how many people join the SAL charts. And then if you finish the whole entire piece, instead of getting a free Haid chart of your choice, they're giving you get to choose between, I think it's 2 or 3 charts that they have, and none of them appeal to me whatsoever. Um, the one prize that is potentially interesting is this year they're having it so that if you finish one page of the project, they will give you a limited to this event chart by Amy Stewart, something about a stitching hideout. I don't remember what it's called. But you don't get to see what it is until you've signed up, and they'll let us know next year. So it's kind of a teaser. Everyone loves Amy Stewart, and I love a lot of her pieces, but I'm not one of those people who's like, I definitely love every single piece she makes. So I'm not like, oh yeah, I definitely want that chart. So it's a little frustrating not to know what it's going to be. And that being kind of the one thing that might, you know, be of interest to me. So again, I was thinking, I'm not going to do it this year. Then for whatever reason, I went on the website because on the Facebook page, the teaser they showed was just like a little square crop of each picture. So I went on the website to see what the full images are. And one of them stood out to me as looked pretty fun. Um, and it was weird because as they were first teasing it, it didn't look interesting to me. It didn't really, I don't know, it didn't seem like something I'd want to stitch. But then when I pulled up all the images and made it full size, all of a sudden I'm like, that is actually really cool. So I also saw that it was a crop of a larger piece on Haid, not a lot larger, but it was cropped down a little bit. So I went to that to see if maybe I like that better. And actually, I found that I didn't like the charting as well on the full versions. They also had a mini. Um, so now I'm kind of thinking of going ahead and buying the Haid Sal. And rather than planning to get like the 6 or 8 or whatever it is pages, or feel like the requirements this year are also more. Each year they're making more expensive, making the requirements more, and then cutting back on the reward charts. So, which I don't know, I don't like that very much. But anyway, the one reward I'm potentially interested in, which is the Amy Stewart chart, they're just requiring you to finish one page in the year. And I can definitely do that without feeling too much pressure. So I accidentally showed it, but this is the piece that drew my eye. The one part of the charting that I don't like very much is the sky is just this kind of checkerboard between the white and the blue. And I feel like the coloring, the blue and the white are different colored enough that it's kind of weird looking, but I'm sure it'll look better stitched up too. The part that I really preferred the charting for this than over the full piece is this here, where there's this green section that kind of fades into the dark. On the regular full-size piece, it's just like a little green circle, and then full stop, it goes to like black. And I thought that didn't look very good. The fading on this looks a lot better, and the wings look really good. Um, and there's a lot of extra stuff on the other one, the full-size one, that I wouldn't need. There's like a lot of brown leaves and stuff on the side, which, if you know, they're part of a nice picture, but I think this does a perfectly good job. And if I really wanted to make it easier on myself, I could probably stitch whatever this page is and just get in that sky pretty quickly. That's just looks like a few colors. So in any case, it's not set in stone yet. I haven't bought it, but I'm thinking to go ahead and buy the Haid Sal and get this piece and plan to stitch the one page. Unless, the Amy Stewart thing comes out and I don't even like it, but I think it's worth getting one page done in a year. So, I guess these mystery sals make you change your mind and think and wonder what you're going to do. And then finally you bite the bullet or you don't. We'll see what I do, but I'm thinking of buying this. And I think that does it for me this time. I will see you all again in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching. Happy stitching.